Hi everyone, welcome back once again in my YouTube channel. So now in this video I am going to discuss very well known topics and it's very important. Most of the interviewer asks this question in interview room. Okay, so this topics belongs to serialization and deserialization. What is serialization? What is deserialization? And when we are going to use this concept in our what project, in our implementation, in our code. So most of the candidates may confuse. They are going to explain what you want. What is serialization? What is deserialization? But what I'm going to explain in that completely clear picture I will provide you. So when we need serialization, why we need serialization, then you will come to know what is the power of serialization and deserialization. What the method is going to use under serialization, what the method is going to use under deserialization, how you're going to serialize the object, how we're going to deserialize the object. Correct? So first I will give overview why we are going to use serialization and what it needs. Okay, so we'll start our discussion. So guys, see, I will explain first brief explanation about what serialization and deserialization. Okay, what serialization and what deserialization. Serialization and deserialization. That is what very what interesting topic, and most of the interviewer asks this question in mid of your interview or in starting of the interview. What is serialization? What is deserialization? Can you explain with theoretical as well as code? Sometimes they may ask with the help of code, can you explain how the serialization and deserialization is working in our Java? Okay guys, so let's start. So first, starting with serialization and deserialization, we'll discuss some basic concept here as per the project level. See guys, in the project level, we will have multiple modules or only one module on or one modules. In project level, so we will have multiple modules in the project or only one modules. Completely, the answer should be what? Multiple modules, right? Definitely, we will have multiple modules in our what? Project. Correct? So guys, I'm going to explain. See, suppose this is our JVM. What? This is our JVM. What? JVM, right? So under JVM, guys, under JVM, if single JVM, if under single JVM, if you will have multiple modules, right? We can have, right? We can have multiple modules. How? See, 1 minute. Suppose this is the module 1. This is the module 1 and this is the module what? What I mentioned. So under single JVM, if you will have multiple modules, module 1 and module 2. So how we can access this module 2, module 1 in same package, right? Suppose, see, if you will have class class A, class A. If we are going to use, what? Public modifier. Public modifier. What I mean to tell? If we are going to use public modifier, means what? All package we can access, right? All package we can access, but within one package, within one JVM instance. What? If you are going to use public modifier, means what? All package we can access, but condition what? But it should be within one JVM instance. All the modules should be within one JVM instance. Only we can what? Access what? With the help of what? With the help of what? Public modifier, right? Yes or no? Guys, tell me. Yes or no? Correct? So this thing you understood, right? You understood this thing? You understood, right? I hope you understood. If you will have public modifier, right, that means all package we can access, but condition is what? This module should be available within one JVM instance. Correct? I have understood. Okay. So, but in the project level, guys, in distributed application, in project level, in distributed application, right? One module is running under one JVM instance. Just listen, consult, guys. In project level, in distributed application, one module is running under one JVM instance, and other module is running under other JVM instance. So two JVM instance we have, right? As of now, we have only one single instance, right? We have only one single instance. Under that we have two modules, and we are going to use what? Public modifier. With that we can what? Communicate with each and every module, right? We can access all package within one single JVM instance, correct? That is the first. But what I mentioned now, suppose in the distributed application, one module running under one instance, one JVM instance, and other module running under other JVM instance. So if you will have two JVM instance, how? That means next level. See, 1 minute. That is the first level. Correct? Now, if you am going to explain, that is the second level. What? Second level. What second level? Second level is what? Just see very carefully. See what I mean to tell. So what I have told, one module is running in one JVM. So suppose this is your JVM 1. This is your JVM 1. And this is your JVM 2. JVM 2. Two different instances there. JVM 1 and JVM 2. So what I am going to write here, just see carefully. See. So one module is running individual JVM instance 1. So module 1 is running instance of under JVM 1, and second module is running instance 2. Other module means module 2. Module 2 is running under what? JVM 2 instance. What? JVM 2 instance. Correct? This is running under JVM1. This is running under model running under JVM2 instance. Correct? I hope you understood. I hope you understood clearly, right? See. So do you think public modifier is sufficient to transfer data here? So guys, can you confirm? So do you think so public modifier is sufficient? 1 minute. So guys, tell me, do you think so public modifier is sufficient to transfer the data from model 1 to model 2? Not at all. Guys, not at all. If we declare modifier as public, means we can use this class within the JVM1 instance. Guys, listen very carefully. It's very interesting and what? Effective. If you know this thing, then you can explain this concept in front of interviewer. Then they'll come to know this guy really knows the root cause why we are going to use serialization. Okay, so if two modules are running two different JVM instance, means public modifier is not sufficient to transfer the data from JVM1 to JVM2 instance. If we can declare modifier as a public, means we can use this class within the JVM1 instance only. I hope you understood clearly. So 2 JVM instance public modifier is not sufficient. 2 JVM instance public modifier is not sufficient to transfer the data. So in this case, serialization and deserialization concept comes into picture. Guys, when serialization and deserialization concept come in picture, when our module is what isolated, when our module is running two different instances, correct? When our module is running two different JVM instances, that time public modifier is not sufficient to transfer the data between each other. That time what? Serialization and deserialization comes in our picture. Got it? So if entire project running in a single JVM, what I am going to explain, listen carefully. If entire project running into a single JVM, serialization not required at all. Serialization not required at all. Whenever our project is running into multiple JVM instances, simply we can go what? Serialization and deserialization concept blindly. I am telling to you blindly what? Whenever our project is running into multiple JVM instances, simply we can go through what? Serialization and deserialization concept. Got it? I hope you got it. So see guys, so between JVM1 instance and JVM2 instance, what I have told, these two modules are under two different instances. So how we are going to communicate? So we are going to communicate with how? See, I am going to explain this thing now. So this is the what? Network. This is our network. This is our guys network. Okay, this is our network. This is our guys network. Guys, you see this video or watch this video very carefully. What I am going to explain, really it will very helpful to you. While you are going to explain this concept in front of interviewer or your knowledge seek. Most of the people what? doesn't know the exact what reason why we are going to use what serialization and deserialization. If you know this concept, really you become what very happy. Okay, now move in our topic. So this is our network, guys. So this network belongs to, guys, what? Which type of data, guys? See, that is what? Network supported data or what? File data. What? Once you're going to transfer data from one model to other model, you have one JVM instance to other JVM instance, right? So what? That is network, right? So that is what? Network support data, supported data, right? Or what? Or what? File data. This thing might be you aware, right? File data, right? Right? I hope you understood. This network belongs to what? Network support data or file data, right? Network support data or file data, right? Network support data or what? File data. Right? Okay. Now, next discussion. How we are going to transfer data. See, guys. So in module 1, what contains module 1? Which is running under GM1 instance? What are things contained by the module 1? My module contains Java object data. What? Module 1 contains, guys, what? Java object data or not? Yes, absolutely. Module 1 contains only Java object data, right? So, suppose my data belongs to under array list. Suppose our data belongs to what? Array list data. Our module belongs, suppose, what? Array list data. So it contains what? Array list data. So our main motto is what? How? So what our main motto is what? So how we need to transfer this array list data from module 1 to other module which is running under JVM 2 instances. Guys, tell me yes or no. Again, I'm repeating, guys. Please listen carefully. Suppose module 1 contains our array list data. What? Module 1 contains what? Array list data. Suppose this array list data we want to transfer what? To other module. Module 2 which is under JVM 2. Yes or no? Which is under JVM 2. First, guys, what we need to do? What we need to do? So first we are going to transfer data, right? Transfer data module 1 to what? File data or network supported data, right? Yes or no? So first we need to write the data what? From where? Object to network supported data or file data. Guys, I hope you understood, right? You are getting. Are you with me? So we are going to what? Transfer the data module 1 to module 2. First we need to convert our object into what? File data. That means writing the data, converting the data. Yes or no? So now what we can define the our as a serialization concept? Conversion of what? Suppose I will explain something here, then you'll come to know. Suppose, 1 minute, guys, give me 1 second. Suppose module contains what data, guys? Module 1 contains array list data which is running under what? JVM 1 instance. Tell me yes or no. Model 1 contains ls data which is running what under J1 instance, correct? Yes or no? Running in 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Module 1 contains what? Contains array list data which is running under what, where? JVM 1 instance. Tell me yes or no. So model 1 contains ls data, suppose, which is running under J1 instance. So we need to what? First convert this thing into file data. Whatever module 1 data contains, that thing you need to convert first in file data. Yes or no? Correct? Yes. So we can say, guys, so what is serialization? What is serialization? So conversion of what? This is what? This module contains Java object. So conversion of Java object to file data or what? Network data. That is called what? Serialization. Guys, I am writing here. Please concentrate. So what I mean to tell. Suppose if module 1 contains what? Java object. That Java object we are going to convert into file data or network support data. Yes or no? So for that purpose, how we can define serialization? What? Serialization. So what? Conversion. What? What I can write? Conversion of Java object. Conversion of Java object. Java object to where? File data or network supported data. What is serialization? Conversion of Java object to file data or network support data. Correct? This is the, in this way we can define. Okay. Or what you can define? The process of, we can define in that way also, right? What? The process of writing object into the what? File. Into the file. Or in different way we can explain, right? We can define. What we can define about? The process. The what? The process of saving. Object into the file to perform what? Serialization. The process of saving or into the file. That is the difference you can define. You got it, right? I hope you understood. So the process of writing the object into file, the process of saving object into file, and one thing also I define, right? So where it went. So what? Conversion of Java object to what? File or network supported data. In that way you can define, right? So all the meaning are same, guys. All the meaning are same only we can elaborate in different way. So model 1 contains what? Object data. The process of writing object into file. Till now we reached here, right? Writing, saving, conversion, both are same, guys. The process of writing object into file, this is file data, right? The process of saving object into file, this is file data or network supported data. The conversion of object data, this is Java object, right? Suppose array list is a Java object, right? So conversion of Java object to file or network supported data. All the things we can say what? Serialization. What? It's called what? Serialization. What is called serialization? Yes or no? Same thing here. Same thing here. 1 minute. What you can tell? Same thing here also. Is called serialization. Correct? So same thing here also. Serialization. So the process of writing object into file is called serialization. The process of saving object into the file called serialization. The conversion of object Java object to file or network supported data is called what? Serialization. Till now I hope you clear why we need serialization and how we are going to write the object into file data or network supported data. Correct. Now I am going to jump here. See, once your object data is converted into file data or network supported data, then you are going to it. This is writing, guys. Once you're going to conversion from Java object to file data, that is called the what? Writing the object, saving the object, conversion. Both are what? Writing, write object. But same things once you're going to come here. Okay. Okay. So that time, guys, see. One minute. So what? So now from file data to what? Object data. Because of model 2 also contains what? Guys, tell me. Also contains only, guys, object data only. Model 2 contains what? Model 2 contains Java object data only. Java what? Object data only. Yes or no? Model 2 contains Java object data only. So after writing the object into file data or network supported data, how we are going to read from file data to what? Java object data. How we are going to read the data from file data or network supported data to object data. Correct? That is called deserialization. What is called? Deserialization. Correct? See, that is Deserialization, right? Correct. Now this is what? Deserialization. So what is deserialization, guys? The process of what? What? The process. The process of reading. The process of reading object. Object from what? File data to what? Java object. Correct. That is the one definition, or what you can define, or you can define what? The process of retrieving what? The process of retrieving. The process of retrieving the object from file to what? Java object. Is called what? Is called what? JSON, right? Is called what? Deserialization. Correct? Yes or no? Is called what? Deserialization. Same thing you can write here also. What? It's called what? Deserialization. It's called deserialization, guys. Tell me yes or no. So I hope you understood. So from module 1 we have Java object. The process of writing object into file is called serialization. That is writing object, guy. While you are going to reading the object from file data or network support data to what? Java object. That is called deserialization. The process of reading object from what? File data to Java object is called what? Deserialization. Also we can say what? The process of retrieving the object from file to Java object is called deserialization. I hope you understood. I hope you understood, guys, clearly. And now, guys, so that is what? Serialization part, right? And that is the deserialization part. Correct? Correct. So one thing I see here. So the what I have told, conversion of Java object to file or network supported data is called serialization. So for process serialization, to process what? To process the serialization. What? Serialization. To process the serialization, what? We need two class, guys. Two class. We need two class. What those class? First class. That is what? What is the class? File output stream. What? File output stream. This is a class. This is a class. File output stream. Okay. Second class is what, guys? Object output stream. What? Object output stream. What class? Output object output stream. To process serialization, we need two classes. The first class is what? file output stream. Second is what? Object output stream. Same thing, guys. Same thing, guys. Once you're going to process the deserialization, what the things you need? So same way we need what? Two classes. We need two classes. So what two classes? I am going to explain here. See, what two classes? So same thing here. What? To process the what? Deserialization. Process the deserialization, we need what? Two class. Two classes, right? What is classes? First, what? File what? Input stream. What? File input stream. File input stream, that is what? FIS. And second, guys, what class you need? What class you need? Object input stream. What? Object input stream, that is, guys, what? Output O I and what? S. So guys, what I have told, to process the serialization we need two class, file output stream and object output stream. Same way, to process the deserialization we need two classes, what? File input stream and object input stream. So guys, that is a completely what? Our overview. Why we need what? Serialization and deserialization. When we are going to do the serialization and deserialization, correct? So with the code, now I am going to explain with the code how we are going to perform what? How we are going to perform? How we are going to perform, guys? The serialization and deserialization. Guys, 1 minute. It's went off. To process the deserialization, we need what? Two classes. What I mentioned? First I mentioned what? File input stream, that is what? FIS. And second, what I mentioned? What? Object input stream, that what? That one, right? So that thing keep in mind, guys, right? That thing keep in mind. So that is the entire what? Our overview of the theoretical part. So now I am going to explain with the code base how this serialization and deserialization will come in picture with code base, because in the interview round or interview room, right? So the interview sometimes asks with the code base as well. You need to explain. So that time, if you know this concept as a code base, so you can happily what? Explain this thing in front of interviewer. So now I am going to start our ID. Our ID I am going to explain what? So I will start with code base, how the things is going on. Correct? See, guys. So already we have already have opened our Eclipse ID, right? In that we are going to create what? One class. We are going to create one class. Okay. That class name is what? Serialization. Serialization and serialization and deserialization. The class name is what? Serialization and deserialization. We should have what? One main method. Finish. So our class is created and we need to perform the serialization and deserialization. Guys, concentrate. It is very, very important as per your interview process. In interview, they may ask the question and you need to explain as well how we are going to perform serialization and how you're going to perform deserialization. Okay. So guys, for that purpose, okay, suppose if you have one employee class. In employee class, if you have some properties, that property you need to what? Serialize, correct? So guys, see first what I can do, I can create one method, right? Serialization method, right? Suppose I'm just going to create what? Void serialization. Serialization. Okay, what? Void serialization. I have created one method. What? Void serialization. Correct? So in that serialization method, suppose if you will have what? If you will have one employee object, right? So as of now, I'm going to serialize the object. So what class we are going to serialize? That thing you should have, right? Suppose already I mentioned you, I have one employee class, right? In last example, last video also, I have shown this thing, right? Already I have one employee class. So this class I am going to serialize. Okay, I will tell you the concept. So first, what I am going to do, I will create what? Employee object here. Suppose emp, already imply that emp equals to what? New what? See that constructor already we have, right? Already I can show this thing. So in this class we have toString method, datasetter and constructor. These three things we have. That's why constructor with fields already we have. That's why we can see. Okay, so that is the ID, name and salary. Okay, so first name, suppose if I'm going to give here 100 is our ID, and name, suppose if I mention name, suppose any employee you can put, suppose Sudhakar. Sudhakar is the name of the employee. Suppose their salary is suppose 50,000. Salary is 50,000. So already we have one object of employee type. Correct? Already we have created one employee object here. Correct. As of now, I hope you don't have any dot, no any confusion. Correct. So now guys, what I am going to do? So first we need to take what? File output stream. We need to take one file output stream and we need to give the name of the file, right? So for that purpose, see file, see guys, file output stream. File output stream, I have here mentioned here, suppose FOS equals to file output stream equals to what? New what? File output stream. It's need what? One file. It need one file. So I can give suppose what? XYZ. I give here file as a XYZ dot txt. Okay, I'm giving one file, that is why XYZ txt. Got it? Till now you don't have any issue. Just I'm writing what? One file output stream. Okay, and giving the file. See guys, where we can see some error, right? So add throws declaration, right? Add throws declaration. So you throw the, see, as of now what I can see, file not found exception. Definitely it will expect what? Because sometimes suppose this file is not available, definitely it will throw what? File not found exception. Leave it as of now, because file not found exception is the what? Child exception of input output exception, right? File not found exception is the what? child exception about what? Input output exception. Leave it as of now. After that, we have created one file, right? With the help of file output string. Now we are going to create what? Object output string. In that we are going to pass our what? File. We are going to pass our file. So for the purpose, object output stream there. Object output stream OS equals to what? New object output stream. Yes or no? See guys, object output stream, what it requires? Output stream, right? Yes or no? Object output stream. So what are going to pass? That file only, right? What we have already created with the help of file output stream. So we are going to pass that what? Pass that file, right? In that parameter. Correct. See, now this also what? Expect add to exception. See, now guys, see what happened. So it take what? Input output exception. Why? Because input output exception is the parent of what? File not found exception. That is the guy hierarchy of the exception. If you know the hierarchy of exception, then you'll come to know what is what. Okay? Okay guys. So already we got the what? Object output stream. Correct? Now we are going to write the object. We are going to write the imply object. We are going to write the imply object. So what we can do? Our output stream dot, we will have one methods guys. In object output stream class, we will have one method that is called what? Write object. What is called? Write object. See, write object. There na, that is write object. Okay. So this write object execute what? Our imply object, because we are going to serialize. So Java object to what? File data or network support data. We are going to convert. Already we in the our example what I explained, ALS object. So as of now our imply object. So imply object, right? So imply object you are going to convert into file data or network data. That's why I am going to give you imply object, right? Once we have write the what? Our imply object, what we can do? We can close the our output stream. So dot close method is there, right? Okay. So it is closed now. So once it will close, we can display what? Sys out what? Sys out serialization process completed. What we can represent? What? Serialization process completed. Process completed, right? This is guy. How you are going to? This is the process. How you are going to serialize the object? Right? How you are going to serialize the object? So for the purpose, guys, what we need to do? So what will be the class? This class, right? Just take the class. You come in main method. Create the object for that. Serialization and deserialization. Serialization and deserialization equals to new, right? That one. So you just come here. Right? So you have created object of this class. Now you can call that what? Serialization method. What we have clear means declared here serialization, right? So what? A D. I mean 1 minute. Serialization. I mentioned as serialization and deserialization. Okay. serialization and deserialization dot what guys, what method? Serialization, right? Serialization, call the method. Okay, see this, while calling this also expect exception. See, add throw exception. See, input output exception, right? So might be we are not getting the input, so that is a parent class what, exception, input output exception, correct? So now this is done, right guys? So now you can run the application and you can see. But guys, one thing I will tell you here, right? I will tell you here what. So what is the main thing, guys? Just concentrate here. What I have, what I'm going to explain now. See, assume if I want to serialize employee class, get concentrate. Then I will run this application. Before this, just you listen what I'm going to explain. Assume if I want to serialize employee class object, so directly serialize of employee object is not possible, guys. Guys, listen very carefully. What I'm going to explain is very, very important. Directly serialize of employee object is not possible. To perform the serialization of particular object, what? To perform the serialization of particular object, the object must implement with serializable interface. What I have told? To perform the serialization of particular object, here employee is our particular object, right? The object must implement with what? Serializable interface. Got it? Serializable, you know one thing, serializable is what? Marker interface, guy. Serializable is a marker interface. Do you know what is marker interface? So marker interface doesn't contain any method, guys. So before knowing the serializable interface, we should know what is serializable interface. So what serializable is a marker interface. Then in your mind question is coming, what is marker interface? So marker interface doesn't contain any method, but whenever our class is implemented with interface, so our class is acquiring that capability, that is called marker interface. Once again I am explaining, just listen carefully. So marker interface doesn't contain any method, first thing, but whenever our class is implemented with that interface, so our class is acquiring that capability, that is called the marker interface. Generally guys, three interface mainly, right? Cloning process, serialization process, and what? Data determining process for random access. So first I will explain what is the cloning process. You know, for cloning process, guy, for cloning process, for initially our class is not supporting cloning process. Suppose if you are going to clone, right? So initially our class is not supporting cloning process. If you want to our class to support cloning, so first our class implement with clonable interface. What I mentioned, if you want our class to support cloning process, so first our class implement with clonable interface. Only we can what? Do the cloning process. Second thing, guys, just what our requirement, serialization. For serialization, for initially our class is not supporting. Suppose if you implement, if you created an employee, right? Employee. So initially this employee class what is not supporting serialization process. It will not support serialization process. If you want to what? Suppose if you want to support our employee class is what? Serialization process. So what we need to do? So first our class must implement with what? Serializable interface. Before coming to serialization process, so which class are going to serialize? That class must and should be what? Implement with what? Serializable interface. I will show the while running the application, what the error message will throw. So as of now, our employee class is what? Not implemented with serializable interface. So this employee class is not support serializing process. Got it? This is second thing. Third thing, guys, random access. That is the data retrieval process. In collection, we know very well, right? Initially, array list implemented with random access. It means what? From the array list, we'll get data retrieval is fast with the help of only what? Random access implementation. If our array list class is implemented with what? Random access, only we are going to perform what? Retrieval process. Okay guys, that what it means. So first we need to what? Implement this employee class with what? Serializable interface. But before I will run the application, we will see the result, what the error message coming. See guys, if I will run the application in front of you, you just see the result first. See guys, what issue is coming? Exception in main thread java.io not serializable exception com.java employee. That means this employee class is not serializable. The employee class is not implemented with serializable interface. What is coming? This employee class is not serializable, not serializable exception. Okay, so that we must ensure what? First, we need to what? Serialize our class. So implements what? Serializable. See guys. So now you know what happened? So our class got what? Serialized. Our class got serialized. And in that serialized, what I mentioned, what? This object we are going to serialize, right? So now we'll run the application in front of you and we'll see the result. What result is coming? See guys, serialization process completed. Tell me, earlier what we were getting the issue? What? Java, what? Not serialization exception, right? Now what is coming? Now what response is coming? Serialization process completed. So what we have done the serialization. So as of now, our object data is converted into file data, right? Now I am going to read the data. See in this place. Now you can see what I have done. So as of now, what we have done? Java. This is JVM instance 1, module 1. Suppose under serialization, whatever we have employee object, we have converted into what? File data. Till now only we have written the object, right? In this example also you can see write object. Only we have write the object what? Object data into file data. Might be understood. So as of now what we have done? We have done from Java object to what? File data we have done. Now what we can do? So from file data, how we are going to read the object and we can see the result. So what we have serialized. This response we may see after deserialization. Once we will write the logic of deserialization, then we could see what the object we have serialized. What the object we have serialized. For that purpose, now I am going to write the code. For what? Deserialization, guys. Serialization process completed. They are converted from Java object to what? File data. Now we are going to convert what? Now we are going to write deserialization. Get consented. See very carefully. So now void deserialization, right? Deserialization. Correct? Now I am going to do deserialization. Already I mentioned you guys. For serialization we need two classes. What two classes? File output stream, object output stream. Now if you are going to deserialize the object, what two class you need? So first class is what? File input stream, and second is output object input stream. So what I can do right here, so file, this is class, so file input, see file input stream, fis equals to what, new file input stream, correct, file input stream. So what, where we have given the path, so same thing we need to write here, yes or no, right? So we have done, right, what, file input stream, we have given the file, right? So you will throw file not function, as of now it will give, suppose the file is not available. Okay, now what we can do, we can write what, object input stream. Now we are going to read the object, guys. Now we are going to read the object. So what, object input, object input stream, OIS equals to what, new object, what, object input stream, yes or no, we need to pass that file of the path, right, we have given, correct, that is done. So see, now it will throw the what, input output exception, already I mentioned you, that is the exception hierarchy. So file not found exception is a child exception of what, input output exception, correct. Okay guys, so guys, after that, how we are going to read the object, how we are going to read the imply object. So only we have the what, OIS, right? So in that, what we can do, dot, one method is there, object input stream class, we have one method there, read object. See, read object is there, read object there. Now for deserialization purpose, we are going to reading the data, right? For once we are going to serialization, we are going to writing the object. There is main difference, guys. Once we are going to perform serialization, writing the object. Once we are going to perform the deserialization, reading the object from file or what, network supported data. But once we are going to what, write the object, means Java object to what, file, network supported data or file data. That is main difference, serialization between deserialization. Now that is done. Okay, so what it issue, done, right, correct. So now what we can do, guys, see here. So once you're going reading object, okay, so already your object into what, employee object, we are going to typecast here, we are going to typecast here. So employee, employee, right, employee. So we are going to store it, so employee emp equals to, right, right, got it, right. So now we can close, we can close this, or what we can, guys, here, what we can do, sys out, sys out, so emp dot, emp id is there, right, emp id plus you can write here what, emp dot employee name plus, then 1 minute, then plus emp dot employee salary there, right, salary, correct. That thing you can do, correct. After that, guys, so how we are going to call this, what, call this method, deserialization method, right. So already we have already dot deserialization, right? Deserialization. We need to throw as an exception. Correct? This is done, guys. So now I can what? Run the application in front of you and we can see the result is coming expected or not. See guys, what response is coming? Tell me, are you understanding or not? Are you understanding or not? Guys, tell me. So after deserialization, what we could see the result here in console 100 Sudhakar 50,000. So guys, 100 Sudhakar 50,000 coming or not? So we have what? First write the object from what? Java object to file supported, network supported data or file data. Then what we have done? Read the object from what? Network supported data or file data to object data. Java object format, right? So guys, tell me, this is coming or not? This response is coming or not? So first we have done the serialization and then we have done the what? Deserialization. Correct? Sys out. We can write here what? Deserialization process completed. Correct? Tell me guys, yes or no? So serialization process completed. This one, deserialization process completed. Correct? Guys, you understood, right? I hope you understood. Completely you understood. So in front of interviewer, how we can represent this answer, this code. Correct? Yes or no? In front of interviewer, how you can represent this code, how serialization and deserialization is working. Correct? I hope you understood completely. Correct? Okay guys, last what I am going to explain, it's also very important guys. See guys, so in the result what we can see 100 Sudhakar 50,000. Correct? Sometimes what happen, if you want password or username might be you can show, but if you want to, i'm not I'm not going to show what password, that time what we can do, so we will have one transient keyword. What do you have? Transient keyword. If you will add before the word fields, see that is our string, right? Transient. See, see guys, transient. This is a key. So if you will add this transient keyword with the word fields, that means this employee will not participate with serialization process. If you think this field we are not going to show, we are not take part in a serialization process, then you can use what? Then you can use transient keyword guys. And whatever the default value of a string, that value you can see after what? Deserialization. Okay? So I can show. If you put here transient as a what? A string employee name. So a string by default, what is the string value? Null, right? You can show null. Let me run the application. See guys. So this is null coming, right? Why this is coming null? Because intentionally I have what? Given transient. So this field is not participate in the serialization process. If you thinking right, this field we are not going to participate in the serialization process. See, if you're going to add this transient with other two field as well, this one and what? this one, see guys, then what should be the our response? If we added all these three fields will not participate in what serialization process, then what should be the result? Then what should be the result? So whatever the default value for respective data types, that will comes under the response guide. Okay, see guys, int coming by default 0, string coming by null, and long that coming by 0, because that is not participate with our serialization process. Correct? That is also very most asked by the interviewer. What thing you need to do, what process you are going to follow if you don't need to the field is going to participate in serialization process. Simply you can tell, we can use what? We can use transient keyword. If you use transient keyword, that respective field is not participating in the serialization process. You can see guys, in front of you, I'm running the application, each and everything, and response is coming as expected. Correct guys? So guys, this is completely what? Serialization and deserialization. Initially I have explained how and when we need what? Serialization and deserialization. Correct? When we need serialization and deserialization, then I have given what? Example. With the code base. With this code base, you will come to know, okay, this is the way how we are going to serialize Java object and how we are going to deserialize this file data or what? Network support data. Means writing the object. See guys, once you're going to perform serialization, only we are going to write object. Once you're going to deserialize, we are going to read object. Correct guys? So guys, and also might be you have one confusion. So what is the thing xyz plus txt? See guys, in your project folder, workspace, right? See, for me, this is my C drive, user, not public, server, and what Eclipse workspace I have. In the practice code we have, right? See, xyz coming now. This is text format guy, and this is the unreadable format. If you click also, right, this will come under the unreadable format. Unreadable format. So this file will what? Stored in that place guys. The file is stored in that place. Okay guys, that is guys completely our serialization and deserialization process. So if you are going to know all the information, please watch carefully entire end-to-end video guide. Then definitely I am damn sure you will more confident on the serialization and deserialization process. Never you will face any problem guys. Damn sure I am telling to you. You will concentrate effectively if you will watch this video end to end, so you don't have any confusion in your mind about the serialization and deserialization. Okay guys, that's it from my side. So same way, again I am telling to you, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share among your friends, and keep more like. Okay, so we'll come to know you people are what? Enjoying the video, what video I'm going to upload frequently, right? Please subscribe the my YouTube channel. Really, I appreciate your efforts. You people are watching my video, right, and subscribing the channel as well. The same thing, you just keep it up guys. If you like this video, definitely I will bring out more on the video, as per your our what interview based question or real time based question, right? That will help to you a lot. Okay guys, thank you, bye bye, we'll meet in next video.